The Taurus constellation was the first constellation recognized by the ancient Mesopotamian civilization. Likewise, in ancient Igbo, we recognized this constellation as Atunwanyo, our source origin in the Milky Way galaxy, which is also connected to the Pleiades, which are known in Igbo as Natu Asa or Iyom Asa, the seven women of the sky, Omonwanyi Asa, found in Taurus. The word galaxy is a Greek word meaning milky. We live in one of the arms of a large spiral galaxy called the Milky Way. Our ancestors did not write books like people write books today. Everything that they knew were recorded through symbolisms found in nature, because they knew that everything in nature is connected like the sacred geometry of a torus. Africa is the mother of physics, Nkandushi, which is the mother of all science. Every living thing behaves the exact same way that the stars of the galaxies behave. Thus, our ancestors used every living thing to explain to us everything that the stars of the galaxies do. Not exactly everything, because our ancestors did not believe in the knowing of everything, which is why they told us that there are over 100 billion galaxies in the universe. So we actually just know a tiny bit of the knowledge of the Universal Mother. From the little that we discovered, we used them to tell stories that will be remembered for centuries. There is nothing new under the sun and above the sun. Majority of the things that science learned about this current galaxy was already manifested by our ancestors thousands of years ago. Modern science believes that the Milky Way is the mother of the sun. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors, Ndushi, said that Nato, Nne Nwanyi Efi, Atunne Nwanyi Chukwu, Nete, Heteru, Nut, Neth, Mahet, Waret, and Bat are all embodiments of the mother of the sun. We use the cow to symbolize the principles of the Milky Way, which is why the zoomorphic form of those goddesses I mentioned above are the sacred cows, known as the heavenly cow, which represents the Milky Way. Astrology, astrolatery, astronomy originated in Africa, and in the ancient time, Aries Ikenga was not the first constellation. The first constellation was Taurus, Natu Nwanyi. The Sumerians also recognized Taurus as the first constellation. In the constellation of Taurus, governed by planet Venus, Beuto Ana, there exists the Star of Women. The Star of Women was recognized by our ancestors thousands of years before the Greeks. In Kemet, the Star of Women in Taurus was called the Seven Heterus, or the Seven Hathors. In Igbo, they are called Natu Asa, Iyom Igwe Asa, Atunne Nwanyi Chukwu Asa, Omonwanyi Asa. It is a known fact that the Greeks studied in Africa. Thus, they took this astro knowledge back to Greece and renamed them the Seven Daughters of Atlas, or the Pleiades. Atlas is a Greek remanifestation of Shu, the father of Nut, the cow goddess of Kemet. Greek mythology recorded that Zeus cursed Atlas to hold up the sky. They obviously got this myth from the mysteries of Shu holding up notes away from Geb. Okay? The god Ra, the Netar Ra, told Shu to hold notes away from Geb in order for them not to have kids. This is why the Star of Women was called the seven daughters of Atlas in Greek culture. In Igbo and in Kemet, the seven Heterus Natuasa represents the mother of civilizations. These mothers are the foundation of our civilizations. There are seven major forms of the creative mother goddess of the universe. They are Nete, Noma, Nomomo, Nobi, Nago, Neyi, and Neuto. As a Nete, she weaved the universe and is responsible for all vibrations. She is the interconnecting cosmic grid. She is the mother of all connection. As a Norma, she represents our light at night, which is the moon, and she also represents our morality, natural laws, such as morality. As Nomomo, she is responsible for fertility and the birth of all lives. As a Nobi, she is responsible for the dwelling place of all ascended ancestors. As a Nawu, she is responsible for all universal wisdom and knowledge. As a Nei, she provides us with fresh waters that we drink. As a Neuto, she is responsible for all growth, change, illumination, and love. The main source of Sumerian creation stories comes from the Epic of Gilgamesh. In the text, it says that Namu was the primordial ocean of creation with her husband Engu, and she gave birth to the sky father Anu and the earth mother Ki. Then Anu and Ki gave birth to Enlil and Enki. And Anu, the sky father, owned the great bowl of heaven, which is connected to the Milky Way and the Taurus constellation. Anu was manifested as the father of the constellations. This myth was very revealing to me the first time I read it. Through sound flux systems, it unveils the African origins of the Sumerian creational stories. The name Namu, the primordial mother of Beth, possibly derived her name from the primordial Igbo mother of Beth, Nomomo. In Igbo, This supreme mother goddess birthed the universe from Sirius B. Namu equals Nomumu or normal. Her husband Engu, the lord of the deep waters, which is hysterically Proton, his name is possibly a mispronunciation of the name of the Igbo god of deep celestial waters, Nguru, lord of the gas giants, which is planet Jupiter. Her son, the sky father Anu, clearly derived his name from the Igbo sky father Enu. Just like Anu is a representation of the sky and the heavens in Sumerian language, this is the same way Enuigwe is a representation of the sky and the heavens in Igbo. For example, the Kemet goddess Nut, her name means sky, Nu, which corresponds to the Igbo Enu, Nu, Enu, or Nenu, mother of the night sky. The daughter of Namu is Ki, the Earth Mother. She got her name from the many names of the Igbo Earth Mother goddess. Eke, or Ekenwafia, the creator that owns the forests, the primordial python that owns the forests. It is very possible that there was a time Igbo was a universal language, or that it was the first language spoken in the world. If you look into various Bronze Age creation stories around the world, you will see that it looks like they were using Igbo words to tell the stories of creation. Igbo has been proven to be the major Niger-Congo language that can be used to prove that Africans were the first humans on Earth. There are 4 Igbo world ages. We have Ogaka, Ogachi, Ogaze, and Oganwu. The second age is known as Ogachi. And in the beginning of Ogachi, which is the Bronze Age, the main event or the spirit that was governing the universe during this time was called Atu. Ndi Agade, Ndi Agale, Ndi Mbo, ancient Igbo people called themselves Omuatu during this time. The age of Atu represented self-realization and dualism. A man knew his cosmic strength and a woman knew her cosmic strength. This was a time when religion was born. Basically, people creating different spiritual school of thoughts based on the information they have gathered. During this time, we also recognize the Milky Way as the source origin, Benato, Hataru, Nut, Afis. There was a lot of agriculture going on during this time. It was also a time that Efi Igbo, Igbo bull cow, was a major totem of Igbo people. Efi, Ehi Igbo is usually black and brown in color. The ancient Egyptian bull cow culture came from West Africa. A bull is a male version of a cow. A cow is the female version of a bull. In various Igbo dialects, bull equals Okefi, Okehi, Ato, and cow is Efi, Ehi, Nefi, Nato. Though the word Ato means other things in Igbo language, which also holds the same principles of the bull and cow. Cosmically, Ato is a structural plan conducted in the thought streams, and the very ancient Igbo creator god is called Ato. The word Afis is obviously the Greek copying of the Igbo word Efi, Ehi, which was recorded by the ancient Egyptians as Hafi. We have last names like Okefi, Bull, Nefi, Mother Cow. These are very ancient Igbo names, and they are also names for deities in the Taurus constellation known as Nefi, Okefi, Nato, or Atunwanyo Okpu. She can also be called Atunenwanyi Chukwu. The zoomorphic form of Ptah is the bull, Afis, which is Efi, Ehi, Ato in Igbo. As Afis, he was manifested as the son of Heteru. So Ptah is also the Igbo creator god known as Ato, and his zoomorphic form is also a bull, Efi, Ehi, Ato. Then Ptah was decoded by the late Professor Catherine Acholono as Opuato, which means the creator, the one that molds the structural plan of the cosmos. In the book Leopards of the Magical Dawn, the author Nze Chukwuka Dibia Nwafo linked Ptah with the Igbo creator god Akpụtakpụ. With all these decodes, there's no doubt that the ancient Igbo people of West Africa constructed the ancient Kemet and Kush spiritual systems and alchemy. Bo is one of the earliest zoomorphic forms of the omnipotent, omniscience, and omnibenevolence energy force of the universe. They recorded that the Kemet Netar Hafiz, which is Efi, Afi, is associated with Ptah, Osiris, and Atum. The Igbo equivalent of Atum is Ato, or Atoma, or also Ado, which is the name of the ancient Igbo creator god. The Igbo equivalent of Ptah is Okpuato, or Akpụtakpụ. The Igbo equivalent of Osiris is Oshuru, Osora, and Ele, and he is also a creator deity. The Canaanite El in Igbo is Ele, and the zoomorphic form of the Canaanite El is also a bull. Hathor, Heteru, is one of the oldest mother goddesses in Kush Kemet mystery systems. She was very relevant in the Old Kingdom. They decoded her name to mean the house of Heru. Heru means face or horizon, as in face of the sun, which in Igbo is Iruora. Heru and Ra are basically the same manifestations with different avatars. They are zoomorphic forms of the falcon hawk. The ancient Kush Kemet people manifested that everything one is looking for is within. So, where would the location of the house of Heru, Ra, be? The location would be the mind and soul. The mind is the brain and the soul is the heart. Just like sunset and sunrise, for one to generate thoughts, the mind and soul communicates. In Igbo language, these processes are called Ato, Atuche, Atomato, Itotato, Omomato, to generate thoughts and ideas. Heteru, Hathor, as the house of Heru, Horus, is esoterically explaining that she is the mind and soul of the sun, which is why the older version of her is called Bat. The goddess Bat is the older version of Heteru. She was displayed in the Nama Plate during the first dynasty. Bat represents the feminine soul, which is the Milky Way galaxy. She was depicted as a cow, the feminine counterpart of a bull. Her culture was mainly in the city of Memphis, but she was very popular throughout the Old Kingdom. Kush Kemet people truly spoke the Igbo language. There are hundreds of Kush Kemet words that are similar to Igbo and hold the same meanings. This civilization was invaded by so many people, which is why a lot of things changed. They were invaded by the Hyksos, Persians, Assyrians, Romans, French, English, and many other culture vultures. The Greeks lived and studied in Kemet. The Romans exported things out of the land. The Romans stole so much of Kush Kemet antiquity. They were obsessed with the Kush. They were obsessed with the great work of our ancestors. In Ordinani, the primordial Igbo goddess in charge of this culture is known as Nna Tuora, or Atunenwa Echukwu, the mother of cosmic thoughts and the infinite cosmic thoughts of the female counterpart of the almighty solar god. in the Taurus constellation. She's a form of the Igbo mother goddess Allah, also known as Anna. The Igbo mother goddess Allah. Her original form was as Ato Nnechukwu Komosu. These forms are her infinite energy forces. She is Nato, Neudo, Norma, Ogugu, Idemmili, Nete, and many other Igbo goddesses.